Welcome to the 11th video of the Rural 2.0 project. Founded by Erasmus+, our aim is to increase youth participation in democratic, social, and green transition, especially in rural areas. Today we talk about rural youth organizations, why they matter, how they emerge, and what it takes to build one that lasts. Across Europe, rural youth keep communities alive. They preserve heritage, support local economies, and give rural areas a future. Yet they face huge disadvantages compared to city youth: fewer jobs, weaker infrastructure, and limited services. These pressures push young people to leave, creating a cycle of decline. At the same time, agriculture struggles to attract a new generation. Many young people who want to stay face barriers to land, financing, and markets. In this context, rural youth organizations are essential. They reduce isolation, provide skills, and connect young people to opportunities. But how do they come to life? How do they move from a group of friends to a structured group that creates lasting change? We will discuss different forms youth initiatives can take, what makes an organization sustainable, and how to measure impact and build trust. Let's begin. Rural youth play a crucial role in keeping rural areas alive. However, across Europe, they face fewer job opportunities, weaker infrastructure, and limited access to education, healthcare, and social services compared to city youth. These challenges push young people to leave. In 2021, the average NEET rate for youth aged 15 to 29 in the EU27 was 13.1%, but this varies dramatically. Turkey stands at 22%, with a striking gender gap: 40% for young women compared to 18% for young men. At the same time, agriculture faces a generational crisis. The EU has set a target to reach 24% young farmers by 2040. But young people face barriers to land, financing, and markets. Rural youth organizations are key. Research shows well-structured youth organizations contribute around 65% more to community development compared to informal groups. Programs like EU Youth Strategy, Youth Guarantee, and Erasmus+ support young people in rural areas. The numbers make it clear: rural youth are essential to the future of communities. Many youth initiatives start informally. A group of friends notices a problem and decides to act. Over time, they develop clearer roles and structures. But when does structure become necessary? When the group grows beyond 8 to 10 people, when external entities demand a point of contact, when money enters the picture, when the workload becomes unsustainable, when decision-making becomes difficult. The solutions: identify a leader and define specific roles. Establish regular meetings, create shared documents, open a bank account. These steps turn a good idea into a functioning organization. A strong youth organization begins with a clear mission and shared values. The mission is your compass. It guides decisions and unites the group. It also builds trust within the community. To build trust, show competence and reliability, show up, follow through, show authenticity and transparency, build relationships, and listen. Now, legal forms. Youth organizations can exist under several structures. Informal collectives, loose groups, flexible, but cannot apply for funding. Associations, member-based, nonprofit, can open bank accounts. NGOs, larger, professionalized, run by projects and advocacy. Hybrid models, an informal collective supported by a registered association for legal and financial purposes. Safeguarding means taking responsibility for the safety and well-being of everybody involved. Practical measures. Agree on a code of conduct, have clear procedures for reporting concerns, and ensure no one is placed at risk. For informal groups, this means open conversations about boundaries and appointing a trusted contact person. Safeguarding is not an add-on. It is core to being credible as a youth organization. To survive and not destroy your friendships, you need to talk about governance, power, and decision-making. There are 3 primary models. Horizontal governance. Decisions made collectively with little hierarchy. Promotes equality but can be slow. Representative governance. Members elect leaders or a board to make decisions on their behalf. Hybrid governance. Combines both. Members can participate in key decisions while elected leaders handle daily management. A mature organization also distinguishes between foundational decisions and operational ones. Foundational decisions shape your core identity, missions, values, annual budget. These need time and the entire membership. Operational decisions are about implementation, a flyer design, a social media post, event logistics. Delegate these to teams or individuals closest to the work. Financial sustainability is the cornerstone of any enduring organization. Without resources, even passionate groups remain temporary. Europe offers funding. Erasmus Plus includes youth exchanges, youth participation activities, and capacity building. The European Youth Foundation provides grants with a unique co-management system where youth representatives help decide funding. Emerging models include sub-granting and participatory budgeting. Sustainable organizations do not rely on a single source. Diversify your portfolio. Government funding, earned income, philanthropic grants, and investment income. But watch for mission drift. This happens when an organization shifts its activities away from its original purpose to align with what funders want. Secure money that aligns with your mission, not just any money. Regular reflection protects your integrity. Burnout is not just an individual problem, it's an organizational issue. But why does it happen? High passion makes boundary setting difficult. Resource scarcity means fewer people doing more work. The double load. Members balance organizational work with education, jobs, and relationships. Digital perpetuity, constant group chats erode rest. Practical organizational care includes term limits and role rotation. Shared documentation. Meeting practices. Timed agendas, no meeting periods during exams, punctual endings. Financial policies that budget for care, reimbursing costs, providing food, funding retreats. Also, celebrate efforts, not just outcomes. Normalize rest through leaders modeling boundaries. Create failure rituals. Build peer support. Measuring impact is both an accountability requirement and a strategic necessity. Understand the difference. Outputs are direct products, for example, number of workshops held. Outcomes are short-term changes, like increased knowledge. Impact is enduring population-level change. Reduced youth unemployment. Effective impact measurement should be participatory and youth-led. Use mixed methods. Combine numbers with stories. Useful tools include theory of change, which maps how and why change should happen, and outcome mapping, which tracks changes in behaviors and relationships. Use your impact results for learning and improvement, advocacy and fundraising, accountability to your community, and motivation. Let's look at real examples. First, 4-H Denmark. 4-H is a children and youth organization built on the principle, we learn by doing. They offer activities around 4 themes: food, nature, animals, and crafts. With local clubs across the entire country, 4-H gives rural youth hands-on experiences, life skills, and community. What makes 4-H special is their local anchoring. Young people get soil under their nails in 4-H gardens, get close to animals, join cooking schools, and explore crafts. It's not just about skills, it's about belonging. Research shows that structured programs like 4-H help retain young people in rural areas. Our second example is Landbo Ungdom, a Danish organization for young people in agriculture. They have over 450 activities per year across the country. Their structure includes several local chapters, regional councils, and national board. Young members can join committees on tractor pulling, plowing competitions, and advocacy. Landbo Ungdom is run by young people, for young people. They have more than 30 local chapters and over 3,000 members. Landbo Ungdom also runs a campaign showing that 88% of young people in rural areas are happy living there, challenging the narrative that everybody wants to leave. Their work includes company visits, cattle evenings, and organic farming days. They have partnerships with major agricultural companies and banks. This shows how youth organizations can build bridges between young people, industry, and local economies. Our third example is the DGI project, Young People in Village Clusters. This Danish model brings together young people from multiple small villages, not just one. They create shared activities, sports, and cultural events across village clusters. This project recognizes that a single small village may not have enough young people to form its own organization, but a cluster of villages does. This hybrid model is highly replicable across Europe. What can we learn from these examples? First, local anchoring matters. Second, structured support provides resources without killing local initiative. Third, these organizations all create belonging, not just activities. They give rural youth a reason to stay and a community to grow with. These examples also show something else. Youth organizations can be pathways to economic opportunity. 4-H builds life skills, Landbo Ungdom connects young people to agricultural careers, DGI creates social infrastructure. All three contribute to keeping rural economies alive. Let's summarize the key learnings from this entire video. Key learning 1. Start simple, but structure matters. Many youth organizations begin as informal groups of friends, but when you grow beyond 10 people, when money enters, or when decisions become hard, you need clear roles, regular meetings, shared documents, and a bank account. Structure enables impact. Key learning 2. Mission, values, and trust are your foundation. A clear mission is your compass. It guides your decisions and builds your community trust. Without trust, you cannot lead. Without mission, you cannot sustain. Key learning 3. Governance is not bureaucracy, it is protection. Horizontal, representative, or hybrid, choose what fits your group. Distinguish foundational decisions such as mission or budget from operational ones such as flyers and logistics. Good governance prevents burnout and protects friendships. Key learning 4. Fund wisely and guard your mission. Diversify your income sources, but watch for mission drift. Do not chase money that pulls you away from your purpose. Sustainable funding aligns with your values. Key learning 5. Care for your people. Burnout is real in youth organizations. Prevent it through term limits, shared documentation, meeting practices that respect time, budgets that include care, celebration of effort, and peer support. Healthy organizations create lasting change. Key learning 6. Measure what matters. Understand the difference between outputs, outcomes, and impact. Use tools like theory of change and outcome mapping. Make measurements participatory and youth-led. Use your results for learning, advocacy, fundraising, and motivation. Key learning 7. Learn from real examples. 4-H Denmark shows the power of local anchoring and learning by doing. Landbo Ungdom proves that youth organizations can build bridges to career and industry. DGI's village clusters demonstrate that small villages can achieve big things together. These are not theories. They are working models across Europe. Let's bring it all together. Building and leading a youth organization is a journey. It starts with a passion, a group of friends who see a problem and want to act. But passion alone is not enough. You need a purpose, a clear mission, and shared values. You need structure, governance, legal form, safeguarding, and financial sustainability. And you need care for your people, for your mission, for your community. When you combine passion, purpose, structure, and care, something remarkable happens. You stop running projects and start building movements. You stop organizing events and start strengthening democracy. You stop fighting isolation and start creating belonging. That is the power of rural youth organizations. So here is our call to action. If you're a young person in a rural area, organize. Find others who care. Start small, but think about structure. Protect your mission. Care for each other. Measure your impact. You have the power to change your community. And if you're a policymaker, a funder, or an adult supporter, listen to young people. Fund their ideas, not just your priorities. Trust them to lead. The future of rural Europe depends on it. Remember the numbers. 65% more community development when structured. The NEET rates we saw. The 24% young farmer target. They represent real young people with real dreams for their rural communities. And remember the examples. 4-H, Landbo Ungdom, DGI. These organizations started somewhere. They cared for their people, and today they're changing lives across Denmark and beyond. So here's our final message to you. Rural youth are not a problem to be solved. You are the solution. Rural areas are not dying. They are waiting for you to lead. Youth organizations are not optional. They are essential infrastructure for democracy, for community, and for the future. Thank you for watching this video from Rural 2.0 Project. We hope these tools, examples, and key learnings help you build or strengthen your own youth organization. Goodbye and good luck with your journey. Together, we are building stronger rural communities across Europe. See you in the next video.